Okay, we'll start with this. It would appear that the next time we see Alycia Baumgardner, it won't be in a boxing ring, but on Season 5 of Special Forces on Fox. She made the announcement via her social media saying that it turns out being a world champion doesn't get you any special treatment. But what is Special Forces? Season 5. Special Forces World's Toughest Test is a reality TV competition on Fox where celebrities endure grueling military-style training exercises led by ex-Special Forces operatives based on the British series SAS. Who Dares Wins. The show tests the recruits' physical and mental limits in hostile environments with no formal eliminations, only voluntary or medical withdrawals. The format abandons the usual luxuries of celebrity reality TV, dropping contestants into demanding isolation where they participate in selection-style challenges. The show's 5th season, set in the Malaysian jungle, is scheduled to premiere in late September. And I'm going to assume that people actually watch this show because it's on its 5th season. And it's on Fox, which is one of the more known terrestrial networks available in millions upon millions of homes across the United States. So what it really is a boot camp for celebrities and public figures, not exclusive to athletes like Alycia. It's not all boxers up there and not all athletes. Some are actors, some are social media influencers. I think I saw at least one basketball player. Reacting to the news, the First Lady of MVP said, "This is what I'm talking about. Congratulations, champ. God is great. His blessings have no limits." Alycia herself stated, "I'm made for the big screen." So we have to assume that they've started shooting episodes for this show now as we speak, and thus we can't expect any fight news pertaining to Alycia for the foreseeable future, not until this season wraps. So that would delay a potential move to the lightweight division to take on Caroline Dubois or any of the other champions that are there. I think that Alycia for some time now has been attempting to branch out. More than just boxing, you know? So the virtue of appearing on this nationally syndicated television show is it would expose Alycia to a much larger audience than a simple boxing match would, because she could move up and fight Stephanie Han or Elif Nur-Turan or Caroline Dubois, but if she did, only so many people would know about it, only so many people would see it, whereas this exposes her to a different audience entirely, a more mainstream audience who, if they take a shine to her, theoretically, that could catapult her career into other spaces, not exclusive to boxing, television shows, maybe movies. But it kind of gives away what her priorities are at this point, doesn't it? The elephant in the room. Why hasn't Alycia Baumgardner moved up from 130 yet, even though everybody else has moved up and moved on, and there's nobody left there to fight? Why has she allowed her career to stagnate there? I think it's because boxing is not as much a priority to her at this point as it was before. Remember that for a lot of boxers, even very good ones, boxing is just a means to an end. Generally speaking, boxers have a limited window of opportunity to make money, so that if you can find some other way to do it, that will take precedent. So if it feels like Alycia Baumgardner's not really pressed to move up and move on and become a champion at another weight, to have that big transatlantic showdown with Caroline Dubois, that to her, she's focused on other things. If it seems like it's not important to her, maybe it's because it isn't. So this could be the beginning of the end as far as Alycia the boxer. What we might be looking at is Alycia the actress. The media personality, the public persona. Boxing is a very unforgiving and jealous sport. You can seldom juggle two different professions while excelling at this one. So that if other offers to do other things outside of the boxing space start to pour in, don't expect Alycia to prioritize these other girls and their belts. Now that she's set to appear on this nationally syndicated TV show, if people take a shine to her and other doors start to open, she's gonna walk through them and leave boxing in the dust. I mean, she is essentially doing what Clarissa Shields is trying to do by sharing a card with uber celebrities. But Alycia is doing it bigger and better, appearing on a nationally syndicated TV show, with the end goal being branching out of boxing. Elsewhere in the world of boxing, according to Happy Punch, Gervonta Davis has announced that he's currently in talks to fight Manny Pacquiao next, as a result of Manny Pacquiao's rematch with Floyd Mayweather falling apart, due to a multitude of legal issues that Floyd Mayweather's been facing that have not yet been reconciled. I don't think you can expect to see that rematch until sometime next year at the earliest, and so Manny is left without a dance partner. So is Gervonta Davis, who is set to sit out the entirety of this year to return in the first quarter of the next one, presumably against Manny Pacquiao based on this. But who wants to see Gervonta Davis fight a close to 50-year-old Manny Pacquiao? It's very obvious that Manny's drawing power is not now what it once was. What was evident in the Mario Barrios pay-per-view, we've still yet to get a ballpark figure for what that fight did at the box office, though I anticipate it couldn't have been much, because if it had been, we would have heard about it. If they would have done in the neighborhood of 300 to 400 to 500,000 pay-per-view buys with that fight, they would have been shouting it from the rooftops. And it's the same with Gervonta Davis in his last two pay-per-view outings. The Frank Martin fight, the Lamont Roach fight. What do you think those fights really did? Nothing in the neighborhood of what he did before that with Brian Garcia. His numbers have since nosedived, and I don't think it's going to be any better boxing a close to 50-year-old Manny Pacquiao. And for no title? Because Gervonta Davis has been labeled a champion in recess in the lightweight division. He doesn't hold a title at 140, much less at 147, and neither does Manny. So what exactly in the arena of sport would be bringing these two fighters together, separated by weight and eras? Because they're both from entirely different eras of boxing. Manny's era has since ended. I don't even think he should be fighting anymore. And you know that Gervonta doesn't want to. Not if you're eyeing a past-it Manny Pacquiao for your big ring return. Makes it that much more obvious that Gervonta Davis has no intention of ever taking on serious fights with serious opponents moving forward. The only reason he's still hanging around is because he didn't get to make that big score with Jake Paul.
Yeah, well, he fucked that up for himself.
Beating up on that girl. And so if this preliminary report rings true, he's currently in negotiations to box Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to assume it's some sort of a catchweight. I actually think Gervonta Davis is done at 135, and he's never going to fight there again. If he does come back, it'll likely be at 140, maybe in between 140 and 147, especially if he's eyeing Manny. Because I don't even know that Manny can still get down to 140, not at his age. The PBC recently inked a deal with DAZN to carry their pay-per-views moving forward and maybe do a couple of non-pay-per-view fights for them, but reportedly, Gervonta Davis was not part of that deal. If negotiations continue from now into the new year, I anticipate that that could change, because he's the one that stands to benefit from having his fight distributed on more than one platform. If you're just over there on Amazon Prime, you're on an island. You and the coconuts. They don't even try to hide it anymore when they put these fights together. Nobody's asking Gervonta Davis to fight Manny Pacquiao. And there is no logical precedent in the arena of sport for somebody Gervonta's age who's supposed to be in his prime to be fighting Manny Pacquiao, who is well past his. There's no real reason, no good reason for these two guys to be fighting.
Save a cash grab.
The illusion of Manny Pacquiao's lingering star power that is all but dissipated as of late. People don't hear the name of Manny Pacquiao in boxing and feel that same rush of excitement that they used to.
Why would they? The man is close to 50 years old.
Yeah, this is fucking pathetic, which is no less than what I expect of Gervonta Davis, who I told you so many times in so many videos for so many years, this guy's career is going to come and go without a Shakur Stevenson fight, without a Devin Haney fight, without Teofimo, and without Loma. What serious boxing fan is going to get enthused about him fighting today's Manny Pacquiao? For the bullshit you're serving up, just retire. You know you don't want to fight.
You were ready for the 619, bro. Don't come at me, motherfucker. You was ready for Budokai 619. Like I said, and you was someone trying to hump him, being all funny. See, that funny shit not funny no more.
This was Ryan Garcia addressing Adrian Broner's recent call-out. Now that Adrian has come back into the public eye via streams with Dean the Great and attempting to reanimate his boxing career.
Until you get that ass whooped, bro. Don't go, like, I'm not somebody to play with either, bro. Trust. Big trust that. You could facts on that.
Is he trying to sound like a street person?
Ryan Garcia is a lot of things, but a street kid, he is not.
I don't really give a fuck what kind of career AB had. Who the fuck did he beat? Who did AB beat? Name it. I don't give a fuck how many world championships he got. Who the fuck did AB beat?
Nobody.
Name one guy that he beat that was like that.
No one.
I'm waiting. So let me be some real fact checker, man. Because you guys want to talk that real shit. Y'all want to talk some real shit. Oh, he's a 4-time world champion. You know how fabricated that shit could really be? Because who the fuck did he fight? Name one. Paulie Malignaggi? Name one that he beat, I said.
As cringeworthy as all of this is, Brian Garcia actually makes a valid point.
Adrian Broner's 4-division champion claim has always been weak. Very weak. One of the weakest in the sport.
Name one world champ that he beat that was like that. Thank you. So shut up. No, I already know who he fucking fought. He fought DeMarco, I think, for the championship. How did he become a 4-time world champion? Who did he beat?
What I remember of Adrian Broner's boxing career when he was boxing is that he fought a lot of people, a lot of known people, but he didn't beat any of them.
Name it. Go. I want to hear it. Other than getting his ass kicked. I'm still in my career. So y'all saying, oh, you lost to Rolly. Cool. I'm still in my career. I could still run that back. I could still beat fucking Devin Haney's ass again. I could do all that, bro. I'm still in my shit. And I'm not going to let that shit go like AB. I'm not playing around.
Now, in fairness, Ryan Garcia's career so far is nothing to write home about. I mean, his claim to fame is getting knocked out by Gervonta Davis, then beating Devin Haney, only to have the decision overturned because he popped for Peds.
So there's a difference, bro. Don't come for a man that's still in his shit, still trying to fight everybody, popping the shit, about to beat Conor Benn's ass. Stay off the snow, kid, all this and that. Bro, you guys say that every time, bro. I've never done that in my life. That's the crazy part about you guys. You guys can't tell when a man switches a gear. You guys don't know the difference, bro. Because you guys need that shit to really go crazy with it. Boxers don't need no shit like that, bro. We're just savages off rip.
Not a fan of Ryan Garcia. And when I look at him, I see the poster child for everything that's wrong with boxing in America today. But he wasn't wrong when he took a shot at Adrian Broner. He wasn't wrong about what he said. For all the notoriety Adrian Broner has.
It's not because of anybody that he beat, because he didn't beat anybody.
In his heyday, in his prime, people thought that Adrian Broner would go on to become the heir apparent to the throne that Floyd Mayweather leaves behind, that he was going to be the next Floyd. Now, needless to say, he didn't live up to those expectations.
He did become a 4-weight world champion, but not the same way that Floyd Mayweather was a 5-weight world champion. Adrian Broner's resume has always been mostly hollow, and the only somebodies you'll find in it aren't people that he beat, they're people that beat him, whether it's Marcos Maidana, or Sean Porter,
Mikey Garcia, or Manny Pacquiao, in more recent years, Blair Cobbs.
He drew with Jesse Vargas.
But he does have that dubious win over Paulie Malignaggi. And even in that fight, there are people that scored it for Paulie.
What's your point?
That Adrian Broner's 4-division champion claim has always been a weak one. Adrian Broner has always been known for a lot of other things besides his resume and besides his boxing, because when it comes to his boxing, he was never really that good.
That's the truth.
Might sound taboo coming from a Ryan Garcia who really isn't that good either, but the truth is the truth no matter who's telling it. And the truth is, Adrian Broner, in his prime, was a hype job.
People gravitated to him for other reasons, other things, the way they're doing now.
Fuck him. Yeah, talk your shit. Like, bro, all right, cool. Cool. So I'm going to talk my shit too, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm not no bitch either, bro. And I don't give a fuck how up y'all think y'all. Because sooner or later, that shit might just go down. So you could be talking all that shit, bro. But like anything in life, don't get too cocky, fam. Just believe that. Don't get too cocky, pa.
I think that Ryan Garcia has just stumbled upon his next major fight following the Conor Benn fight that I expect him to win.
I, as a true blue boxing fan, have no desire to see Ryan fight the faded husk of Adrian Broner, who I think was never that good anyway. But there are a lot of other people out there, casual boxing fans and youngsters, just now becoming familiar with Adrian Broner through streaming.
And they might be interested in seeing him share the ring with Brian Garcia, irrespective of his current physical state. They don't know enough about boxing to know.
They don't take it as seriously as either I or you, or know enough about it to know that AB is finished at world level. He's been finished for years.
As limited as Ryan Garcia is today, if you put Adrian Broner in the ring with him today, Ryan knocks him out. Yeah, Ryan stops him.
And due to a younger audience and the uptick of streaming culture, you could turn over a sizable profit making that fight, as unserious as it is. All of that showy mitt work just to get beat up by the likes of Blair Cobbs.
It was actually Floyd Mayweather that popularized modern mitt work, which is tantamount to a cardio session, because they're doing things with those mitts that they're not going to do under the hot lights, that they're not going to do when the opening bell sounds. So it's really all for show and to work up a sweat.
Oh, look, that's cool how he did the thing, and he did the thing there.
Ryan Garcia versus Adrian Broner, as strange as it might sound, is a whale of a fight. And all Adrian's got to do is go in there with some ham and egger, some no-hoper, win a ho-hum decision, and segue into a Ryan Garcia fight, because there's enough in it for the fighters.
For Broner, it's not about fighting for Ryan's alphabet title. It's not about becoming WBC champion. It's about getting at a big bag.
And for Ryan, it's not that different. If he can make a big score, knocking out a well past it, Adrian Broner, you don't think he would? What defines a commercially viable fight in today's boxing landscape differs from what defined it in previous years. In previous eras, it was about ability and it was about legacy, showcasing the best fighters, whereas these days, it's about personalities, it's about characters. And what is Adrian Broner if not a character?
Because he's not a world-class boxer. He hasn't been in years, if he ever was.
He is no longer attached to Al Heyman's PBC. To my knowledge, he doesn't have a promoter, so he's free to go wherever he needs to go for a big bag. And this fight, you can sell it. Adrian Broner's always been better at selling fights than he is at winning them.
And he could definitely sell a fight with a whitewashed Chicano, a Jono Sabo, like a Brian Garcia.
The ethnic and racial element is there, just like it was in the Devin Haney fight. Adrian, for as disheveled as he might look today, he's one of the better shit talkers the sport has ever seen. So I see an opportunity here for Brian, for Adrian.
Not as a boxing fan, but a businessman. You could put this together in the coming calendar year and make money. Lots of it.